When soldiers are on the ground in danger, they look to the sky for help. Sometimes that help comes with a loud growl. That sound belongs to the A-10 Thunderbolt II. Most people call it the Warthog. The A-10 was built for one main mission, which is close air support. That means helping troops who are fighting on the ground. It was designed in the 1970s during the Cold War. At that time, the United States believed it might face large numbers of enemy tanks in Europe. The military needed a plane that could destroy tanks and survive heavy gunfire. So engineers built something different. They did not focus on speed and they did not focus on beauty. They focused on strength and survival. The most famous part of the A-10 is its huge gun. It is called the GAU-8 Avenger. This gun fires large 30mm rounds. It can shoot around 3,900 rounds every minute. The gun is so big that the whole plane was designed around it. When the gun fires, it makes a deep burr sound that soldiers know very well. That sound is known all over the world. The GAU-8 can destroy tanks, armored vehicles, and enemy positions. During Operation Desert Storm in 1991, A-10 aircraft destroyed many Iraqi tanks and vehicles. The plane proved it could do the job it was built for, and it proved it could survive in real combat. But firepower is not the only reason the A-10 is special. The Warthog is built like a flying tank. The pilot sits inside a strong titanium shell, which works like armor. This armor protects the pilot from bullets and flying debris. The plane also has two engines placed high on the back, which makes them harder to hit from the ground. The fuel tanks are protected to reduce the risk of fire. The A-10 also has backup systems that help it survive damage. If one hydraulic system fails, another system can still control the plane. If one engine is damaged, the other engine can still fly the aircraft. There have been many cases where A-10 jets returned home safely, even after being badly damaged in combat. Some landed with holes in their wings and parts missing, yet they still made it back to base. The A-10 has flown in many wars. After Desert Storm, it supported troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. It helped fight terrorist groups like ISIS in Iraq and Syria. Soldiers on the ground often say they feel safer when the Warthog is overhead because they know it is watching carefully. Why do they trust it so much? Because the A-10 can fly low and slow, which is very important in close air support. Fast jets must move quickly and often pass over the battlefield in seconds. But the A-10 can circle above the area for a long time, which is called loitering. This allows the pilot to watch carefully and make sure the right target is hit. This also reduces the risk of harming friendly forces, which is very important in modern war. Over the years, the A-10 has been upgraded with new technology. It now uses modern targeting pods like the sniper system and the lightning system. These tools give pilots clear images from far away and help them see targets during the day or at night. The plane can carry smart bombs, guided missiles, and rockets. New wings were added to keep the aircraft flying for many more years. Even though it is old, the A-10 has been modernized to stay useful in today's battles. But today, there is a big debate about its future. Some leaders in the US Air Force believe it is time to retire the Warthog. They say modern wars are changing and new enemy countries have advanced air defense systems. These systems can track and shoot down aircraft from long distances. The A-10 is not stealthy and it is not very fast, which can make it more vulnerable in high-threat areas. They believe newer jets, like the F-35 Lightning II, can take over the job. The F-35 can fly faster and it can avoid radar better. It can perform many different missions, not just close air support. This makes it a multi-role aircraft that can do air-to-air combat and ground attack missions in the same flight. There's also the issue of money. Keeping older aircraft flying can be expensive because parts wear out and maintenance takes time. The Air Force must decide how to spend its budget and which aircraft are most important for future wars. But many people strongly disagree with retiring the A-10. Supporters say no other aircraft does close air support as well as the Warthog. They say the A-10's ability to stay over the battlefield for a long time is something other jets cannot easily replace. They also point to its heavy armor, strong design, and powerful gun. Many soldiers have spoken in support of the A-10. They say when they are under fire, they want the Warthog above them because they trust its pilots, its power, and its protection. For them, it is not just a machine, but a lifeline. The debate is not just about a plane, but about how the military should fight future wars. Should it use special planes made for one job and do that job extremely well? Or should it rely on multi-role jets that can do many jobs at once? The A-10 represents one clear idea, which is do one job and do it very well. For more than 40 years, the Warthog has done its job. It has protected troops, destroyed enemy armor, and survived heavy damage. It has earned respect from pilots and soldiers around the world. No one knows exactly what the future holds for the A-10. Some units have already begun retiring their aircraft, but for now, the Warthog still flies. Whether it stays for many more years or not, its place in history is secure. The A-10 Thunderbolt II is more than metal and engines. It is a symbol of support from the sky, and a reminder that when troops are in danger, someone is watching over them. That is why the Warthog is not just an aircraft.